To help your engine run smoothly and prevent rust and corrosion, increasing your engine's lifespan. To schedule your appointment, call 847-888-9644.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Marlins beat the Cubs 7-2 in Miami Sunday. Connor Norby homered, doubled, and singled, helping the Marlins snap a 5-game losing skid. Cubs starter Javier Assad limited Miami to 3 runs in 6 hits in a season-high 7 innings. The Tigers handed the White Sox their 100th loss of the season, 9-4 the final. The Sox need to finish 12-19 to avoid tying the 1962 Mets for the modern Major League record for most losses in a season. Andrew Vaughn doubled, homered, and had 2 RBI in the loss. Some roster cut-downs for the Bears over the weekend. Quarterback John Paddock was let go. So was former Illinois defensive lineman Keith Randolph Jr. The Bears made a trade. They get defensive tackle Chris Williams and a 2025 7th-round pick from Cleveland in exchange for a 2025 6th-round pick. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Tom Kelly's carbon fiber mountain bike. Because more than riding his carbon fiber mountain bike, Tom loves telling people about his carbon fiber mountain bike. Friends, family, even a local barista knows about his carbon fiber mountain bike. And that's why Tom's carbon fiber mountain bike, if you haven't heard about it, is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
As fall approaches, you have a lot to prepare for. Back to school, sporting events, family gatherings, and staying on top of your health. The virus that causes COVID-19 continues to evolve. So this fall, no matter what you're prepping for, you can prioritize your family's health and make a game plan for COVID-19 vaccination. Ask your doctor or pharmacist to learn more.
The lightest, fluffiest pancakes are calling your name at JoJo's Diner, 1935 West Gulf Road in Schaumburg. JoJo's has a huge breakfast menu featuring skillets, eggs Benedict, and so much more. Don't stop at breakfast. JoJo's also offers great burgers, sandwiches, and shakes. And for mouth-watering prime rib, try JoJo's for dinner. They have such a versatile menu. JoJo's Diner is family-owned and operated, and it's one of Schaumburg's best-kept secrets. Visit jojosdiner.com today.
This summer, get outside and enjoy a quick round of golf at the Twin Lakes Golf Course in Palatine. Twin Lakes features an executive 9-hole golf course with a driving range, cafe, and pro shop. Just starting the game, lessons are available. Take a couple of hours for yourself and stop at the Twin Lakes Rec area off Northwest Highway and hit the links. For a tee time, call 847-934-6050.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 5 o'clock hour. Usually this would be Dennis Sonar Green and Bendemonium Boquist on the airwaves here in the hot seat for, of course, the apolitical talk show. But I am here today for the rest of the hour. Hopefully you're enjoying the show so far. I know that it is very hot outside today. You definitely want to stay hydrated and cooled off as best as you can. And, maybe trying to stay out of the sun as best as you can, maybe. I don't know. Unless you like this weather. Now, I am way more into the cooler weather outside. But that's something that, if you're interested in the hot weather, then you can still embrace it full-heartedly here today. So, and tomorrow also, too, is going to be definitely even warmer than it is today. So thanks for everyone for joining in today. What I wanted to do here is we have a special guest, or guests, lists of guests today, these wonderful students here. Now, coming up here, you might be familiar with the Children's Theater of Elgin. The Children's Theater of Elgin and the Fox Valley Theater Company. You can visit their website at cteelgin.com for more information. because they are quite the spectacular group of stars here today. And we're looking forward to interviewing them here because tickets are on sale right now for the upcoming performance of The Prom. Yes, The Prom. Quite the story here coming up September 6th through the 8th, as well as 13th and through till the 15th. And that is going to be at the Blizzard Theater at Elgin Community College, my alma mater, a graduate from Elgin Community College. I'm very excited to be interviewing today, too, because I was very much a theater geek myself growing up in middle school and high school. So definitely going to be some relatable stories here. So to give you a little bit of a sneak peek here, this is The Prom, where 4 eccentric Broadway stars are in desperate need of a new stage. This is definitely a coming-of-age story, and it has a very important message to definitely be discussed and to be shown to the world. So I would like to welcome to the stage the cast of The Prom. Hello, everybody. Let me make sure I get all your mics on here. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Good. Awesome. Hopefully you're all staying nice and cool. I know the school season just started. Are you like, yay, or like, wish it was still summer? A mix? Kind of a mixture of both? Yeah, absolutely. I remember the days for sure. But when it came to, of course, doing theater, that was always the highlight of my school year, just in general, making so much friends and doing so much fun stuff, too, with the theater, for sure. So for those of you who don't know, this is the production of Prom. It's coming September 6th through the 8th, as well as here 13th through to the 15th, and that is at the Elgin Community College Blizzard Theater, the Blizzard Theater. I have definitely been on that stage multiples of time too. So we have here the cast, and what we want to do is introduce you to the cast of this performance of The Prom. So what we want to do is we'll start off with you. Tell us your name and what grade you're in, and then I don't know, maybe just a cool fact about yourself here too.
Okay. I'm Justin Gonzalez. I'm a senior at Hampshire High School, and I've been doing music for, I think, 13 years now, so.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. And so if you've been doing music for 13 years, I bet you're a really good singer.
I mean, I don't want to say that, but I don't know.
Hey, very cool. And on to you?
All right, I'm Sam Thompson. I'm a sophomore at Hampshire, and I'm in, like, all the arts. I'm in band, choir, theater, art classes, and...
Oh, wow. So you do all of it?
I do, yes.
Wow, awesome. Very cool. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hello, my name is Michelle O'Haron, and I am a freshman at South Elgin High School. And let's see. I've been doing musicals for only like a year or two.
Okay. So you're getting into the groove of things. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, I love it.
In high school. And I just recently started a photography business, so I do that along with musicals and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, my goodness. That's really, really cool.
I'm Sophia Armstrong. I'm a senior at Dundee Crown, and this is my first show with this company, so
awesome.
I really like it so far.
That's good. So you've all been getting to be acquainted with each other and talking with each other too, making friends, having a good time doing the show. Does anyone here want to tell us a little bit about what the show is about here too? Now, I do know about the show. I already know it's also been a Netflix adaptation as well with some very famous people. So tell us a little bit here too. We'll even start off. I'm sorry, your name was
Justin.
Justin. We'll start off with what's your character's name, and even without spoiling anything, tell us a little bit about how the character helps out with the story, or just a little bit gist of your character.
Okay, so the character I play is Nick. He's one of the homophobic students that Emma has to deal with.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I help, but he's one of the people she has to deal with. So throughout the first act, like his gang of people, they terrorize her basically, just for being gay.
Okay.
And then throughout the second act, slowly, they start to realize that, what they were thinking is wrong, and they slowly start to accept her for the person she is and start to embrace her.
Absolutely. So those of you who don't know The Prom, so what it is about, it's about 4 Broadway stars. And what they hear is about in a small town in, I believe it's Ohio.
Indiana.
Indiana? Goodness. Clearly, I didn't do my research as well as I had thought I'd done. And it's a small town prom, and there's a little bit of trouble in the town, or so to say, by the PTA, who don't want one of the characters to go to prom with her girlfriend. And so the 4 eclectic Broadway stars then come on and they help to make it work out. So this is a very beautiful story. It's filled with comedy, it's filled with laughter, it's filled with lots of color and joy, as well as has a really important message as well that I think a lot of people should definitely hear as well too. So it definitely captures all the humor in the heart of a classical musical comedy, and again, that message that resonates with audiences now more than ever as well too. So we'll take it to you now. Tell us a little bit about your character.
So I'm just in the ensemble, but throughout the show, I play a student and a parent, and the ensemble helps to develop like the story and like how they start to accept Emma, and then at the end, the students like come out, some of them, and they have like an inclusive prom at the end, and it shows like how like the character development and everything throughout like the whole school.
That's awesome. And you tell us a little bit about your character?
I play Emma Nolan, which is the high school lesbian who is being attacked by a bunch of homophobic students, adults, and all my character wants is to bring her girlfriend to the prom, although she cannot because the PTA is all, oh no, like, we can't let her go to prom with, like, her girlfriend because that's wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know, I think of, like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm so bad at this.
Oh, that's okay. Oh my goodness. No, it's totally fine. It's definitely a story that can resonate with a lot of people. You would think that in today's era that we live in, that this wouldn't be a problem, where 2 people of the same gender or sex or whoever can go to the prom and enjoy themselves. And be able to care about each other. So I think that this is a really good story. I think that I have seen clips of the adaptation before, both on screen and also as well as through different other productions of it. And it's definitely a story that needs to be recognized. And it's a pretty popular one here too. That's been playing for a little bit now, I would say. Not too long, but enough to where it's definitely been very popular. I mean, it's currently actually one of the most regionally produced musicals in the United States. So it's definitely big, and it's definitely going to be continue to grow as well. You want to talk to us a little bit about your character?
Yeah, so I play Alyssa Green, and she's Emma's girlfriend. And throughout the show, she's just like kind of on the edge of coming out, but also her mother's the head of the PTA, and she's the one who's probably the most like homophobic in the show, and she's trying to shut down the prom and all. So her struggle throughout the show is just like figuring out how to come out without just completely being like disowned and everything. So yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And then your character here will start.
I'm also in the ensemble. I'm in the Godspell cast, and I'm a student. And the Godspell cast is very fun, in my opinion, because we get to show the little town of Indiana, along with the Broadway stars, that gay people aren't that bad, and there's no need to be so hateful.
Right, exactly.
And it's just really fun, in my opinion.
Well, that's good. So I would have to say this too, also, because you guys are all in school. So I mean, how is it that you have to do school work, getting into the schedule of school, and then also doing this production too? I of course know this because I did plays and musicals since I was in middle school, so I know, of course, trying to balance out the school life and then also the production life as well, and the theater also there too. So has that been a struggle for any of you, or has it just been, you found the time? I'm sure I see some of you saying no and some of you saying yes, so it's kind of a mixture of both. So, I mean, that's the thing too, is, it was definitely that way for me too, trying to find time to do homework, and then also being able to communicate with friends as well too. Has there anything that character-wise, if any of you want to answer this, that you didn't even that you recognize with yourself, like, oh wow, I didn't know that I could do that until after being able to be this character, or even see other characters as well? Is there anything that's like really resonated with you in any of like character development that you're like, oh wow, this is actually really inspiring, this is really cool?
Well, I'd say seeing Barry's one of the Broadway stars, and to seeing him like resonate with Emma's character, because they have their moments, because Barry's character is gay and then she's lesbian, so they have like that connection. And then also in the story, both like their parents kind of disowned them for being, quote unquote different. And so that I feel like that was a nice moment in the show where they're able to resonate, and we can see that connection and how they have the similar experiences.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the cool thing about theater too, is you get to make a lot of great friendships. You get to also discover things that you didn't know that you could do. Like if you, when it comes to singing or even dancing, there's a lot of dancing in this as well too, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that that's also fun too, learning all the steps, and of course also the singing as well. How's the singing gone? You got to definitely be able to take breaks and rest your voice too. I've been there, done that. So, that's definitely, there's a lot of work that comes into putting on a performance. Especially one like the prom, where there might be people out there. I know there's people out there that might be like, I don't know about this, but you know what? Sometimes people push you, and then you push harder, and you say, you know what? I'm gonna perform my best, and this is a good story to talk about here too. I think it can really help a lot of students who maybe feel like they're struggling, feeling like there's not a lot of hope, and there's always hope, and there's always resources out there too. And so putting on a performance like this, of course, not only do you get the beauty and the comedy and the fun, joyful aspect of it, but you also get those moments of recognition, and moments of maybe there's a little bit of sorrow here and there and hardship, but then in the end, it can definitely all work out too. So I think that is really cool. So the prom again here is going to be coming up. So it's September 6th through the 8th, 13th through the 15th. This is at the Elgin Community College Blizzard Theater. Have any of you ever been to the Blizzard Theater before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you worked on any other performances?
Yes.
Okay. You want to tell some of them too, if you're interested? What are some other things that you've worked on before?
Well, I've been doing CTE productions since I was like in 3rd grade maybe.
Okay.
So I've done a lot there, but then also for Dundee Middle School, which is where I went to middle school, we performed our shows there. I only did one because of COVID took away, But so I did Madagascar there for school, and then I've done like Joseph, and I've done, just met a lot of shows there.
That's awesome. I was in Joseph too. I was Issachar. I was one of the brothers. So that was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. The music and the dancing. So yeah, someone who loves theater, it's just, it really makes a difference. I struggled in school. I struggled to make friends in school. And so when it came to theater, everyone was always so friendly and accepting. And so I think that's really cool when you're able to be in a community like that, especially for high schoolers too. It's a hard time. You're going through changes, and sometimes you want to be able to express yourself, try different things, and I think that when you're in a performance like the prom, it can be very relatable at times, but in the end, of course, you get to grow as a person, and you get to experience great friendships along the way as well. So it's really cool. I think that this is a really cool performance. Have any of you actually seen the Netflix adaptation yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. I thought, do you think Meryl Streep was also very good in that too? So yeah, she's one of my favorite actresses. Nicole Kidman also was really good as well. So again, folks, if you want to check this out, it's coming up. And a little bit more on it too. The Broadway's brassiest join forces with the courageous girl and the town's citizen, and the result is love that brings them all together too. So very, very cool. So again, this is the Children's Theater of Elgin. I have to say here too. So what are some of what's one song that you all really enjoy doing in the musical here? Like, what's a song that you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I was able to do this song, or I really learned a lot from it too.
Maybe Love Thy Neighbor.
Love Thy Neighbor is fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
The Love Thy Neighbor one?
It's just like...
Yeah.
Definitely Love Thy Neighbor.
It's like the conversion song for like the high schoolers. Like that's the song where they realize that their thinking is wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing a little bit of it? You don't have to if you don't want to, but if you want to, you totally can.
Go ahead.
Me?
You want to sing a little
Let's
bit?
sing it together. Come on. Which part should we sing?
Should we all just sing? Should we all just sing the? Should we all just sing the melody?
Sing the melody.
Sure.
Okay.
What part?
Like
You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but
I don't know if that's appropriate.
Would be taboo.
Gaily guess what waits for you. An eternity in the fiery pits of hell. Shelby, you seem sweet to me. But if it has come to be, you've lost your virginity. We'll be stoning you and your family as well.
You gotta keep going.
bravo. It gets better later. So yes, this is the prom, and so the rating is PG-13. If you haven't already heard from some of the lyrics in the song, but you know what? Honestly, that makes it more fun too. You get to be a little bit like it's not so. What's the new word people use? Demure. Is that the new word? Demure.
Very mindful, very demure.
Even I don't know, but I was like, I'm trying to be relatable. I'm 27, so I'm like,
That's not old.
That's not, yeah. I feel like it. I feel old. So how does it pronounce? Demure. Demure. Yeah, that's the word I've been seeing flying around Twitter here and there and stuff. So, oh, this has been fun. I hope you guys are gonna, continue on. Do you all continue on to want to do performance, and or do you want to go on after high school to do other things as well too?
I'm planning on majoring in music technology, so still like music, but not as focused on the performance aspect.
Okay, very cool.
My dream is to go on Broadway. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, it's a dream, but if it happens, then it happens. I'm gonna work for it.
Awesome. That's the spirit. I like it.
I'm not planning to major in theater, but I'm definitely going to continue doing it my entire life, probably.
That's awesome.
I'm not too sure, but I mean, I just love doing music, so I'm probably gonna major in musical theater.
Okay,
if
very
anything,
cool.
but yeah.
And the thing is too is even if you change your mind, that's totally fine too. I've been through that too when it comes to going into college, and you guys are all still young, so you've got so much time. You've got the whole world ahead of you. And I already see with your character and just your personalities that you're going to go far. All of you will. So very cool. And I didn't mention you yet, so
yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, but I like music a lot, so
that's okay.
I'll keep doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna major in that or anything, but
yeah. Oh, very cool, very cool. And you guys have made friends along the way with this as well. How have the costumes been? Has that been something really fun too, or has it been kind of like, oh my goodness?
It's a little unexpected.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say.
Okay.
So in the beginning, how everyone's not very accepting in Indiana. They're all gonna be in like neutral colors and like they're living in like the past or black and white, and then they're in the shadows. That's the right term. And then all of the Broadway people come in and they're like a flash of color. So then they give everyone else color.
Yeah, and you see that transition there too from the stark contrast of the two. But it definitely sounds like too, and we won't spoil anything, but it definitely sounds like there is a happy ending. which is good as well too. So, folks, if you want to check this out, this is the Children's Theater of Elgin's performance of the prom. The prom tickets are actually on sale right now. So if you go to the website cteelgin.com, and I'll pull it up on the screen here too on the YouTube side of things so that people can see it if I am able to share my screen, which I am not at the moment, technical problems. But with that being said, again, if you want to check it out, you can go to the cteelgin.org website and check it out. Right now they have prices. Adults are 18, senior, and students are 16 here. So we have a couple minutes left here too. Are all of you trying to still hang on to a little bit of the summer weather, and or are you like, I'm looking forward to the fall and the cooler weather?
Fall.
Yeah, fall.
I love summer.
But there's been too much of it. Like,
A little bit
it's
too
time
much.
for fall.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to fall. Not you though. You're like, I
No,
want summer.
I'm like the type of person who wants to live in heat all year.
Okay.
Like maybe move to Florida or like.
Yeah, well, that sounds like fun. Be out in the heat. Very cool. Going on the beach and stuff like that too. Now, I also have to ask this too. I know this isn't prevalent with the prom, but do you guys drink coffee? I have to ask because I'm like, a lot of people my age drink coffee, and I'm like, do younger people drink coffee a lot too, or is it kind of like just something I see online? No,
I drink like a lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Like Celsius, strawberry acai refresher.
That's
with
good
lemonade,
too.
light ice, no
Yeah.
strawberry add-ins. Like the biggest size there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! When I tell you, I got like the biggest size at Starbucks today.
Oh yeah.
I peed every period of the day. Like, it was first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, and then I had a break, sixth period and seventh period, and then I went again eighth period, and then it was
Hey,
crazy.
I've been there before. I drink coffee all the time, every day, so I feel you there. Well, we do have about a minute left here, so what I want to do is, we'll talk a little bit here. Or what do you expect people? How do you expect people to? What do you wish that people would take away from this performance?
You wanna-
I hope that they understand, like, I mean, me playing Emma as like a straight girl is like, it makes me think of the point of view as like, it's hard being like, feeling alone in like school or in any situation. And I like have empathy for my character.
Yeah.
And I hope that people can take away like from this show, like how like hard it is for people to like deal with like things alone. And
Right.
I don't know, it's just a really good show.
Yeah, so folks, check it out. This is the Elgin Theater Company's performance of The Prom. And what we'll do is we'll take a quick time out. And thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciated. Folks, go on out and support them. It's going to be such a great show. And we'll be back with more here in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by the U.S. Postal Service. The Kane County Division of Transportation is taking proactive steps to ensure road safety for the upcoming winter season. The county board has greenlit the procurement of 8,000 tons of road salt, investing $912,000 in preparation for potential icy conditions. A significant shakeup in leadership coming to the city of Geneva. The election scheduled for April 1st will see the end of Mayor Kevin Burns' tenure. He served for more than 20 years. Along with that, 5 alderman seats, as well as the city clerk position and city treasurer position, will all be up for grabs. The Fox Valley Robotics team is opening its doors for new members. Parents and kids interested in joining should mark their calendars for an informational meeting on Saturday, August 24th and Sunday, August 25th, both at 1 p.m. The sessions take place at Rotello Middle School in Batavia. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers.
When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzi. A significant shakeup in leadership coming to the city of Geneva. The election scheduled for April 1st will see the end of Mayor Kevin Burns' tenure. He served for more than 20 years. Along with that, 5 alderman seats, as well as the city clerk position and city treasurer position, will all be up for grabs. The Fox Valley Robotics team is opening its doors for new members. Parents and kids interested in joining should mark their calendars for an informational meeting on Saturday, August 24th and Sunday, August 25th, both at 1 p.m. The sessions take place at Rotello Middle School in Batavia. The Kane County Division of Transportation is taking proactive steps to ensure road safety for the upcoming winter season. The county board has greenlit the procurement of 8,000 tons of road salt, investing $912,000 in preparation for potential icy conditions. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers.
When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Where I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Welcome back to WRMN. My name is Dennis Sonar Green. I've got some announcements for you. And joining me here, of course, for the announcements as well, coming off a fantastic interview all about prom. That would be Matt McNeil. Thank you, sir, for being here with me.
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey, prom. Did you go to prom? Did you ever go to one of those?
I sure did, yes.
Yeah?
In high school, I did.
Oh, my goodness.
It was fun. It was fun. I went with a group of friends.
Do you guys have a theme for your prom?
We had prom on the boat in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So it was kind of like a fancy meal prom that we had it, and
like one of those agriculture tour boats or the open ones where you can party on top.
it was one of those ones.
Yeah.
Kind of like a yacht, I guess.
Oh,
It was kind of fancy. So.
That's some fun stuff right there.
Yeah. So.
Speaking of schools, this is an announcement out there. Central Unit School District 301 will shorten the school day on Tuesday tomorrow.
Okay.
Because my goodness, is it hot. Tomorrow is supposed to be even worse, so everybody wants to make sure that the school district is there. It's a Burlington-based school district. You would know if you're in District 301. Let's see here. Burlington-based school district. that the morning start schedule will remain unchanged, but the middle and high schools will dismiss at 10 a.m.
Oh, wow.
The elementary schools will let out at 11 a.m. That's there. The district has a high school, 2 middle schools, and 4 elementary schools. In a statement, the district said they have buses without air conditioning and wanted to ensure the safe environment for drivers and students.
Yeah.
That's a rough time. You put 50 kids and a bus driver in a steel trap and drive it around the world. Oh, no, thank you.
Yep.
National Weather Service has issued excessive heat warning beginning at noon on August 27th, tomorrow, lasting until 10 p.m. District 301 students participating in programs within Elgin Area School District U46 or Community Unit District 300, the Fox Valley Career Center will not take part in the regional pathway programs on Tuesday. Likewise, U46 and District 300 students participating in 301 programs will not attend its veterinary program that's there. So, my goodness, the heat that's coming in. I'll tell you, I saw a report that just came across the desk about, here it is. So, heat-related deaths have spiked 117% since 99.
Oh, wow.
Like, it has gone up. And so let's see here. Heat-related deaths in the U.S. Have at least 21,000 fatalities. So earlier today, you brought up the great suggestion of checking in with your neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we try to kind of, I don't know, it's almost an embarrassment sometimes when you turn around and you're like, hey, well, maybe I don't have central air, or maybe I don't have AC, so I don't want to. I'm not as affluent as some of my neighbors that are around there, or the people who can't go anywhere else. They don't have either the mobility to do it, or they just don't have that third space or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest it is a great time to go out and go to the mall. A great time to go and just spend an hour grocery shopping.
Right, or the libraries.
The libraries are fantastic. Yeah, Gail Borden Library over here has some phenomenal programs, even better books, movies. If maybe you're into magazines and newspapers, they make sure that they get every single one every single day. So if you don't want to spend the time for the daily newspaper, just spend a day over at the library instead.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a great place. Instead of a mall walker, could you be a library walker?
Hey, there you go. I'd have fun with it.
So that's it. Have you seen some of this heat in this area before? You've grown up in this area here. Have you ever seen it just like this? Just sweltering, or do you remember a time?
Yeah, I would say definitely from what I can remember, I would say around 2018, 2019 is when you really started to notice it. I remember one year where it got up to be like 85 and it was like mid-October.
Ooh.
And I was like, what is going on here? Why is it still warm? And it was kind of like an influx that just happened. It was like, what? The other day it was 50 degrees and now it's up to 85. So definitely I've noticed it. I've noticed it within the past couple of years. I'd say maybe 4 or 5 years that we're starting to notice this, where the temperatures are really, they're kind of skyrocketing at kind of just almost kind of random points in a way. I feel like the humidity is it could just be because I'm getting older. I don't know.
Well, most of the time, I don't get real mad at the summer heat until after Labor Day.
Yeah.
After that, then I'm like, come on, man. Like, how much more do we got to go through this?
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way, too. I'm like, you know what? I want the crisp air. Honestly, I just don't want it to be super hot out in the humidity.
Yeah.
I'll take 75.
Yeah, 75 is, oh my goodness. Even then, I'll take it 80 with a nice breeze or something.
Exactly.
I'll take something like that.
There you go.
But 90 where it's just like hot dragon breath on you, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the seasons just a little bit, man. I know you've started to see them. Halloween decorations.
Oh, I am so excited.
Out.
Yes.
They've already started this whole thing called Summerween.
Oh yeah.
Where they're kind of putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull something for you real quick because I wanted you to hear this. This is a let me see if I can stop this one. This is a News Nation clip that's coming in. It's not even Labor Day, but many retailers have already flipped into Halloween mode. News Nation's Xavier Walton reports there's a good reason for that.
I took a road trip.
Oh my goodness. What else you got playing over here?
Was it me?
You have this.
It was me.
You got so many things playing. Hold on. Okay, here you go. Let's
my
get
jazz
to
music.
It. That's it.
If you feel like Halloween decorations are going up sooner and sooner, at least being sold in stores, or even, a PSL is coming out sooner and sooner, you're not alone, and you're also not wrong. And there's actually a term for it. It's called Summerween. Summerween. Yes. Okay. So you learn something new every day. That's the official term for everything being sold earlier and earlier. And that's essentially when big box retailers start promoting all the fall favorites, not just Halloween stuff. This year, fall and Halloween related goods are being sold, I'm told, earlier than ever. That includes Home Depot, where we are, which launched its online Halloween campaign. Listen to this. In April, a whopping 6 months before Halloween. It's called the Halfway to Halloween sale. Other stores like Lowe's, Party City, Michael's, they started selling some of their spooky season stuff online in June, which by my estimation is still early. But speaking of estimations, you know what? They're cashing out. These stores are cashing out because there is a market for it. Home Depot apparently selling out of some of their items during that April sale. According to the National Retail Federation, last year shoppers spent a record $12.2 billion on Halloween goods. Not millions, billions. Compare that to $9.1 billion from 2017. So the demand definitely there, and companies are just getting a head start earlier and earlier every single year. Still, there is one caveat to all of this. Marketing experts will say, hey, the seasonal stuff, if you take it down too soon, you're going to lose out on money just to make more money, so it doesn't necessarily balance out. But that's the one thing you got to worry about as I sit here and I enjoy a nice PSL in Florida. Xavier Walton, News Nation.
See, you can't have Christmas start in necessarily November because you've got Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving stuff can't come out until after Halloween. So I guess the big box stores just said, okay, if we can't push those two up, let's just push Halloween up.
Yep.
Then we'll be able to have it from there. It's just, I get the spooky season, but we got to have spooky season in spring now?
Well, I have to say that's a little early. It sounds like the skeletons have come out of the closet pretty early there. Well, that's a little bit early for me.
Yeah.
I feel like, even as someone who loves Halloween, I'm like, April?
I don't even know what I'm going to be for Halloween,
I don't know,
in September or anything like that. Are you dressing up for Nightmare on Chicago?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You said you were a vampire one year.
Yeah, so with Halloween for me, I'm like, okay, do I want to be creepy, or do I kind of want to be kind of
debonair, a little dapper?
Yeah, a little dapper,
Yeah, I get that because it's a time to dress up, right? It's you get to put on the uniform or the costume of whatever it is. So if you were like, look, I'm gonna be a tech billionaire, and that's what I'm gonna dress up like, and then you just wear a A-neck T-shirt and some shorts, go around in that. I do have a T-shirt that says NPC on it for non-playable character, for what NPC stands for. Okay. So I'm just a regular guy in the background. I have been Waldo 1 year for Halloween. Actually, 2 years. 1 year when I was clean shaven, I was Halloween, and all I would do was just stand in crowds. Because I knew that somebody somewhere was taking a big picture of everybody, and they would look through that and go, oh, there's Waldo. I found him. And then another year, I was Waldo as if he came back from wherever he was. So I had my big long beard. I got a wig, so I had long hair. I took a red and white striped shirt and cut holes in it, and and had like a walking cane and like all of this stuff. Is it like what adventure was Waldo on? So
yeah, I've been. I was a cop last year.
Oh, okay. There you go. Do you do the shorts? Do you do the bike shorts?
Well, I didn't do the shorts.
The short shorts?
No, I couldn't find any that fit me properly. But then the year before that, I was like, I was supposed to be like a pirate, and people weren't quite sure what I was. I've been a zombie before, like with the creepy makeup and stuff. So I kind of like both. I would say I like the creepy aspect of it too, like to try to be with all the makeup and stuff. But I would say I would definitely, I think this year, maybe do something like dress like Victorian.
Oh, okay.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, like an interview with a vampire type of vampire.
Yeah.
Flowy shirts, the cuff links.
Maybe
and
even do kind of like a what we do in the shadows type kind of feel to it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So do you usually go for like the monster scary stuff, or are you more like that slow burn type of thriller? Because I did see in one time you were commenting when we were talking about Netflix about how you stay on, because I do it too. I'll stay on Netflix for like an hour trying to find something that's I might watch like half a trailer and go, no, I don't want this, or read about a thing, or look up IMDb at the same time. Like, are you that horror that's just like shock and gore, or are you like, this is the slow burn thriller, what's in the dark type of movie?
So I like both. When it comes to the gore and the monsters, I find it more funny.
Okay.
Like I just do. I just find it more funny, and my brother and I sit and laugh our heads off about it. Like we just think it's so funny. I don't know. We just do.
Like a Army of Darkness type of just campy type of horror.
Absolutely, yeah. So that I do like too. Like the older Evil Dead series.
Yeah.
From the 80s, I believe it was. I like those ones. But then I do like the slow burn. I do like the psychological horror of it too. All of that. And there's even movies I watch that aren't considered horror that are still creepy to me because it's more reality.
Bruce Campbell just has a fantastic hold on all those campy ones out there. There's even a movie where Bruce Campbell plays himself as Bruce Campbell, who's in all of these weird monster movies, and he fights like the spirit of like soybean curds or something ridiculous. Yeah, it's that same campy type of Army of Darkness or Living Dead type of thing for it. So I do see where that comes in, because it's more about the art. It's more about how did they portray this, because even with like the blood splatter and everything kind of just shooting out, that wasn't until some I think it was samurai movies where they started doing that, and even then it was a malfunction of the thing. They were just supposed to have that blood pack just kind of leak out. Well, I guess the way that they hit it, it made it spray, and everybody was like, that's the new look that everybody's going for.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you kind of lean into that it's so gory that it's impossible that it would that it would even happen type of stuff?
Those type of movies, I don't know. I just find
like
them
Final
funny.
Destination.
Yes,
is another great kind of thing.
Those I find funny. Like I find them funny.
Yeah, because it's like a weird Rube Goldberg machine of like how this person got hurt. Is this had to happen here? This person had to trip there, and this had to fall right, and then finally it happened. So it's like a suspense of like you don't know what the regular everyday household item is going to do.
Some of my favorite horror movies are Turkish horror movies.
Really?
My brother and I watched it's called Sicken. There's like 6 movies, and my brother and I find them just like they are creepy, but they're also funny too. But then there's movies like Hereditary or The Exorcist where it's a lot more psychological or spiritual, and I don't like when it comes to like the spiritual side of things. I don't find it creepy to me, but I find it creepy in the sense that there are people who are very like afraid of that, like really afraid of it. And then then there's the psychological horror where it's like kidnappings and that creeps.
Oh yeah,
that's a little bit more.
Yeah, a little much on that one.
So,
and even then, like one that got me was White Noise was one of them, and it's all about how ghosts use white noise to kind of like communicate with us, and if you leave it on and record it as it goes, eventually you'd be able to listen to the recording because they're doing something. And it was almost like a Ring type of side to it too.
Okay, yeah.
But the issue is I hear like white noise so often in dark rooms just because of what we do around here, that I was like coming into the office where something was just hissing in the background, and I was just like, okay, now I got to turn all the lights on in the studio.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm going to sit in front of all the security cameras until somebody else shows up that's there. So, but it's really neat to see the range of media for Halloween. Like, it's not always just the blood and gore and things. Sometimes like an Interview with the Vampires is to bring that back up again. I think that's a Halloween-y type of movie. It's that slow burn thriller. It still has some sort of a plot arch to everything. It's not just like I don't know. Sometimes you watch the gangster movies and you're like, okay, what's the point of this movie? They're not fighting anybody. There's no overarch of anything. There's no real climax. It's just, this is what we do, type of thing. Where I think like most Halloween and monster movies have that I'm living a happy life. Okay, something bad has happened to me. How do we defeat whatever bad thing is happening to me? Like it's a really straightforward, like just plot story, instead of just, I don't know, just things to happen just to happen.
Exactly. Yeah. And the thing is too, as I also really like those more like get cozy on the couch with with a bowl of popcorn type Halloween movies. Like something I always watch during Halloween is the Hocus Pocus.
There you go.
Yeah,
and the second one just came out too.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's fun.
It's fun?
It's a fun one. They Disney'd it up a little bit, so that's fine, but it's still fun. It still takes it back to the original like funness of it.
Yeah, and I like the Halloween Town movies that I grew up watching too. So
we watch Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that one also.
So we'll watch that one in October, and then we'll wait a month and then watch it again in December.
It works as both. It works as both. Yeah,
it
absolutely.
does. Hey, before we get out of here, we just want to remind you there is extremely high temperatures that are coming across for the next couple of days, even to the point where the indexes are scheduled to reach to like 115 tomorrow. So Central School Unit District 301 will shorten the school day. The let's see here. The middle and high schools will dismiss at 10 a.m. and the elementary schools will be out at 11. But here in Elgin, here's a list of the cooling centers that you can go to. Check in on your neighbors, not just like knock, knock, knock. Are you okay? Like type of thing. Take them out. Don't let a sweaty person stay in their sweaty house. Take them out to the Elgin Senior Services. That's 101 South Grove. You could go to the Gail Borden Library, 270 North Grove, or you can go to the one on Bowes Road, which is 2751, not too far away from each other. There's also the State of Illinois facility that's on 700 South State Street. Those are the 4 areas that have cooling centers. They'll have water already there. They will have AC that's there. I'm sure they can fit at least a couple hundred people. Gail Borden Library even more so. So go out to lunch or get something with somebody to just check in on them. Hey, you want to go to the Gail Borden Library and get some water with me? Let's just check something out. Let's just spend the hot part of the day, which is usually 11 to 2, is usually the hottest part of the day. Now, we've been cooking in here since noon, or at least even earlier than that. But we're finally starting to see the sun go down. We're finally starting to see the temperatures. Enjoy it now, but plan for tomorrow. However you felt today is going to be 10 degrees more than what you did today. So don't go outside and re-roof or get some gardening done or anything like that. Go inside, go walk a mall, go hang out at the library, but grab a friend, because I'll tell you, that friend is also sweating somewhere too.
Yep, sweating together as buddies.
That is from the Office of Emergency Management. You can find them at elginil.gov/1467/heatwave information. Again, Elgin Senior Services, 101 South Grove, Gail Borden Public Library, 270 North Grove, just down the road from here. Gail Borden Library at 2751 on a different road from down here. And State of Illinois Facility, 700 South State Street. But I'm telling you, go find a friend, because they're hot too, and you guys can figure it out. Again, Central Unit School District 301 will shorten the day of school tomorrow. Marky B will be announcing those closings, but thanks for sitting with me for a little bit, man.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yeah, we got a little bit of talking done. Hey, they can find you at 10 o'clock every day for Out to Lunch, right?
That is correct. 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock. It's Out to Lunch with me. And, of course, WRMN, keeping you up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN. And, of course, also within the Fox River Valley. Tradio
starts at 12:30. Get your stuff in. My name is Dennis Sonar Green. That is Matt McNeil. This concludes today's live broadcast. Stay